every member of Parliament tonight who votes for the government motion will be consciously and deliberately accepting the responsibility for the deaths of innocent people if the war begins, as I fear it will.
They don't make them like Tony Benn anymore, do they? And he was right. He was absolutely spot on. Every single member of Parliament and congressman who voted in favour of starting that bloody war in Iraq, they are deliberately responsible for the death and suffering of hundreds of thousands, maybe even 1 million people in total. Hundreds of thousands of innocent Iraqi civilians and servicemen, as well as the British and American servicemen that were sent out there based on a neocon lie. A lie peddled by Princess Anthony Charles Linton Blair and George W. Bush. Weapons of mass destruction that were never found. Fast forward another 10 years and they tried something similar in Libya. David Cameron, Nicolas Sarkozy, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton decided to march into Libya, fund and arm a bunch of jihadists and overthrew Gaddafi, thus displacing hundreds of thousands of Libyans. The country went from the highest human development index in Africa to being a literal failed slave state. And then they tried it again in 2015 with trying to remove Bashar al-Assad in Syria, thus displacing hundreds of thousands of innocent Syrians and led to the rise of an Islamic extremist group, which unfortunately I cannot name on this app because of censorious reasons. It has the same name as an Egyptian goddess. And still, we get the same old shit, the same old wishy-washy, watered-down apologising, oh, we're sorry for that. Corbyn rightly apologised on behalf of Labour for its role in the war. Save your platitudes and your apologies, Zara. Last I checked, Corbyn voted against it. You don't just apologise for hundreds of thousands of people dead. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Moving on. No, not good enough. It's been 20 years since the Western world decided to go on its foreign policy crusade across the Middle East, and still there has been no accountability. And you have the audacity to be virtue signalling about this. What I want to know is why the powers that be are not using their positions in power, Zara Sultana, to try and get the same treatment for people like Tony Blair. Where is the arrest warrant for Tony Blair, George Bush, Gordon Brown, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and Nicolas Sarkozy and David Cameron? Or is it okay when the West does it? Because that's the vibe you're giving me right now. If the ICC is truly an impartial organisation worldwide, then cut the partisan BS and issue arrest warrants for these scumbags. All you're doing is further alienating the rest of the world against you.